Poppy Playtime has many weird, freaky characters like Huggy Wuggy being a long Slim Jim, or Mommy Longlegs being a psychopathic gumball machine. But one character that stands out from all of them to me is the Prototype. He's such an interesting and weird character from the rest. All of the characters being like children stuck in Mickey Mouse costumes or Chuck E. Cheese rat monsters. Basically, they're all cartoony, but yet the Prototype isn't. The Prototype instead is in a monster's body, him not having any cartoony fur or plastic parts, being fully metal and blood and bone. What else makes him interesting is in all three of the chapters, a fourth coming soon, all we've seen of him is his one arm. And in his lore that I will be talking about today, he's not really a bad character. So somewhere in the 1980s, 1970s, I really don't know, the timeline's confusing. There was a man working for Playtime Co. named Rich Lovitz. Now, our boy Rich worked at Poppy Playtime's company, but he wasn't a piece of shit like most of them. He actually cared about the children. And initially, he actually liked the company. He loved it, in fact. He felt that what they were doing was good, and he worked at the storage company. But had a problem with randomly crashing the fuck out. Like, he would get really mad. And it happened so frequently that they had to devote him to Lost Toys Company. Just like flipping patties at McDonald's to getting downgraded to washing the shit off toilets. I would be mad too, and understandably he is.
Being ignored. The company actually heard all my complaints. Yep, they listened to them very carefully. I guess my words must have really inspired them to take action. Because the next day I got demoted down here to the freaking island of misfit toys!
Rich is quite skilled at not doing his job, but complaining. He complains like a true blonde Karen. So much, in fact, the company eventually notices him and downgrades him. But that just makes him even angrier. Eventually, he makes such a big ruckus and a name for himself, even exposing some of the things the company does to children, because of course he cares about them. The company decides to make him the first test subject of the Bigger's Body Initiative, which, if you don't know, is basically where they turn like children and random people into giant monster toys, and he was the first one to be turned into one. And if somehow you haven't connected the dots, they turned him into the Prototype. Now, to continue the Prototype story, we have to skip a couple years to when Catnap was made. Because when Catnap was made, the Prototype was communicating and taking care of him when he was still a kid. Which shows that he really is still a good person, even after the traumatic experience he literally just went through. He's still trying to help these kids and free them, which he does try to do. Him and Catnap try to have an escape, but Catnap gets caught. So the Prototype is sitting next to the front door with the option to escape and get freedom, or stay and help the kids. And you know what option this kind motherfucker picked? He stayed. He stayed for them. Now, just to clear some things up, the reason the kid was captured was because he had a grab pack that the Prototype provided him. He overloaded one of the chargers and electrocuted himself. And showed by this right here, the Prototype chose to stay to save the child and turned him in and got locked back up. Which, of course, the scientist turned the kid into Catnap to save him. Explained by Ollie and Poppy, that's why Catnap views Prototype as a god, because he literally saved him. Now you may be wondering, how the hell does the Prototype continuously escape attainment? I'll tell you how. So first of all, Rich, before he died, was a robotics dude, so he was really good at robotics. Not biology, but robotics. That's how, one time while he was in attainment, he seen a camera watching him. So he went to its blind spot and ripped some of it off and made a laser pointer out of it, which then he pointed at the camera, giving him about 30 seconds of them not watching him. Eventually, when they opened the door, he was at its blind spot again, so when they went in with the door open, he escaped. But they locked the door before he could get out, leaving one of the people in there, and I guess he just killed the scientist. Okay, now we skip a couple years, and the prototype has been lurking around, making deals with all the other, like, monsters, I guess. And the Poppy Playtime business, Playtime Co., is doing really good, actually, with the release of the new Huggy Wuggy and all their other weird-ass toys. They're doing really good. But the prototype was planning for this, and he has a plan, right? He's gonna release all the monsters one day, on a random day, and they're gonna kill everybody, which he was successful in, and is now known as the Hour of Joy. Look right here. Now, after that, you may be thinking, where the hell did they hide thousands of dead bodies? Well, they threw it in a giant hole. They threw it down in the basement of the Playtime Co. factory. So, this is where our player comes in when he gets to know that everyone disappeared 10 years ago. And how they survived, they ate the bodies. Yeah, it's fucked up, but that's what they did. That's when our character comes in. I don't know his name. We probably know it. I just am too lazy to look it up. But he went around and killing everyone. He killed Huggy. He killed Mommy. But the weird thing is, Prototype killed Catnap. That's one thing we have to discuss. Because throughout all this, he looked like a good character until the Hour of Joy. Because according to Poppy, he killed tons of innocent people. Like, I can understand killing the scientist, but, like, all the visitors, all the, like, people riding the rides and checking out the place, like, tourists, got killed also. And the fact that he killed Catnap, it's starting to look like he actually is a evil person. So let's discuss this. Now, I feel like the question that if the prototype is evil is all up to how you view evil, because usually when you view evil, it's a type of character that doesn't have a reason to be evil. Like Thanos, he has a reason. You wouldn't call him pure evil, he's just evil. In the idea that their motives are evil, but the prototype doesn't have evil motives. He wants to free these children from the hell they live in. And showed many times on different occasions, he literally does care about the kids. He's not doing it for some weird manipulative way that we know so far. Now, it's odd that Poppy and Ollie call Prototype evil. I don't know why. Maybe Poppy's the evil one. She says he killed innocent people, and that's a good argument to say he is evil. But it's not like he knew that he was killing innocent people. He can't control these monsters that well, that they pick off specific people, because these monsters are literally like animals. They have no, like, thinking capability except, like, Catnap and Mommy, and probably Miss Daylight, whoever her name is. Now, I feel like one of the weirdest and hardest cases to talk about is why he killed Catnap. Maybe it was for some weird religious reason, or maybe he just needed Catnap's body, and therefore he probably is evil. So it's just all about how you view him. That's all we know about the prototype so far. So, thanks for watching, thanks for getting me to 100 subscribers, and yeah, bye.